One is back now in learning mode. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we are back.
You are back. Okay, okay. I think
Yes, madam.
today yes. Okay, okay.
Yes, madam.
So we are doing numerals and we have already done a bit of it. We will quickly do some more points and then we are going to be doing a quick revision. So this we had already done. अब आप percentages लिखते हैं जब numerals में. So how do you write the percentage? Percentage के लिए भी एक rule जो है वो normal rule है and then there is an exception. So example में standard is to use numerals and percentage का जो ये sign है symbol है that is also used. But अगर आप शुरू कर रहे हैं sentence को, so if it is in the middle of the sentence, then you will use the number and the symbol. But if it is coming at the beginning of the sentence, then you will use the words, not the number and the symbol. Hello? Yes?
Ma'am, please share your PPT.
Okay, sorry, you can't see the PPT. I thought my PPT was on sharing mode. I'll just have to do this again. Yes. Just I am, just give me a second. I don't know something. Yes, just give me a second. I'll just check. Is it showing now? Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the standard rule is to use numerals and percentage symbol and not percent. So when you're writing percentages, if like this is the example, according to the report, 45% of the workforce is employed in the service sector, only 6% currently work in agriculture. Suppose this is a data. But exception कहाँ हो जाता है? अगर आप 45% से सेंटेंस शुरू करते तो आप 45% को नंबर में नहीं लिखते, तब आप उनको शब्दों में लिखते. तो दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट. सो अगर हम इसी सेंटेंस को या हम ऐसे 13% ऑफ द पेशेंट्स रिपोर्टेड दैट देयर सिम्टम्स इम्प्रूव्ड, तो 13% आपको शब्द में लिखना पड़ेगा. तो ये इम्पोर्टेंट है कि अगर आप 45% आ रहा है, बीच में आ रहा है सेंटेंस के, तो उसको न्यूमरल्स में लिखिए और सिंबल में लिखिए. सो दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट टू रिमेम्बर. And this is the end of the topics that we had to do, but I am going to do a quick recap from beginning. So please stay braced for the recap. So this is what we started with. Are you ready for a recap? अगर आप इतने सारे टॉपिक्स सुन के देख के अगर आपको ओवरवेलमिंग लग रहा है, सो दिस इज द टाइम फॉर अ क्विक रिकैप. रिकैप से आपका जो भी हमने सीखा है, इट विल बी लाइक स्ट्रेंथेंड, कि भाई अब बिल्कुल वो सीमेंटिंग हो गया, अब आपको याद रहने वाला है. सो एंड बिकॉज आफ्टर दिस वी आर गोइंग टू बी डूइंग द सैम्पल क्वेश्चंस आल्सो. So because we have done so much इतने तीन दिनों में, तो सारे टॉपिक्स ऐसे ओवरलैपिंग जैसे ना हो जाएं, आपकी क्लैरिटी बिल्कुल बरकरार रहे, इसलिए मुझे लगता है हमें एक क्विक रिवीजन करना चाहिए. आपका क्या मानना है? शुड वी डू अ क्विक रिवीजन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Yes, yes, definitely.
और बिल्कुल, क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीजें हमने की हैं, तो
Is
आप उस
essential.
रिविजन में अब आप लोग इतने अलर्ट और इतने आपने चीजें सीख ली हैं, तो अब आप मुझे क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं कि मैम ये आपने ऐसे क्यों कराया, आपने ऐसे क्यों कराया, तो प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क क्वेश्चंस। तो हमने जो जो शुरू किया था, यहाँ से शुरू किया था, जस्ट स्टार्ट विद दिस। हमने ये राइटिंग मैकेनिक्स से शुरू किया था, जिसमें हमने स्पेलिंग कहा था, पंक्चुएशन कहा था, कैपिटलाइजेशन कहा था, कोटेशन कहा था, हाइफन्स कहा था, इटैलिक्स कहा था। अब आपको ये सारे टर्म्स फेमिलियर लग रहे होंगे, बिकॉज वी हैव डन ऑल दीज टर्म्स। यस,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ भैया,
Yes, ma'am.
हमने सारे टॉपिक्स किए हैं। फिर हमने राइटिंग मैकेनिक्स का बोला था कि थॉट्स पे फोकस होना चाहिए, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इजी होना चाहिए, मेंटल फ्रिक्शन एलिमिनेट करना चाहिए, इंटरप्रिटेशनल एरर को रिड्यूस करना चाहिए, और क्लैरिटी के लिए एक पावरफुल टूल होना चाहिए। तो ये सब पॉइंट्स हमने अपने जैसे जैसे कोर्स ऑफ हमारे सेशंस हुए हैं, ये वी हैव सीन दिस फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम। तो रिसर्च आर्टिकल के क्या क्या कंपोनेंट्स होने चाहिए, क्लैरिटी, कोहेरेंस, कोहेजन, करेक्टनेस। अच्छा मैम, किसी ने मैं हमसे पूछा था शुरू में कि व्हाट इज कोहेरेंस एंड कोहेजन। मैम, इज देयर एनीथिंग यू वांट टू शेयर नाउ? कोहेरेंस एंड कोहेजन में आपको कुछ क्लैरिटी आई है? और बाकी सबके लिए भी आई वांट टू आस्क कि क्या हमारे लिए ये एक एक जो हमने बोला था, क्लैरिटी, coherence, cohesion, correctness, consistency, lexical resource, grammar जितना हम कर सकते थे थोड़ा बहुत हमने किया है। We have not completed in entirety, but फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत। So, do these terms sound familiar now?
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yes.
I understood coherence and cohesion as the logical progression, but still not able to distinguish between these two. Like how they differ
Okay.
from each other.
Very good question. Very, very good question. कोहेरेंस आपको हर सेंटेंस में आपको कोहेरेंस दिखती है, या जो आप दो सेंटेंस, कोहेरेंट माने लॉजिकल, तो सेंटेंसेस कोहेरेंट हो सकते हैं। जैसे बच्चे छोटे होते हैं, वो वहाँ वहाँ ऐसे बोल नहीं पाते हैं, थोड़े टाइम के बाद वो कोहेरेंट सेंटेंसेस बोलने लगते हैं जो कि लॉजिकल होते हैं। तो कोहेरेंस हम जो लिख रहे हैं, हमारे सेंटेंसेस भी कोहेरेंस उनमें होनी चाहिए। तो मतलब हर सेंटेंस हमारा लॉजिक एक बंधा होना चाहिए। अब मेरे एक सेंटेंस में लॉजिक है, दूसरा सेंटेंस भी उसी लॉजिक को या तो आगे ले जाता है या उस लॉजिक से कहीं ना कहीं कनेक्ट होता है। तो जब मेरे कोहेरेंट सेंटेंसेस आपस में एक दूसरे से कनेक्टेड होते हैं, तो मेरा कोहेसिवनेस आती है राइटिंग में। पर मेरा एक सेंटेंस कोहेरेंट है, दूसरा भी कोहेरेंट है, पर दोनों में कोई कनेक्शन ही नहीं है, दे आर नॉट जॉइंट, दे आर नॉट कनेक्टेड, तो फिर हमारा कोहेजन कहाँ से आएगा? तो इसलिए कोहेरेंस खाली मैं बोलूं कि मेरी राइटिंग कोहेरेंट होनी चाहिए, तो भैया मेरी राइटिंग बहुत लॉजिकल है, आई एम एवरी सेंटेंस दैट आई एम राइटिंग इज लॉजिकल, but are they connected to each other? Is that logic binding the content, or is that logic, you know, just spread here? यहाँ पे कोई एक लॉजिक है, फिर यहाँ पे लॉजिक है, दोनों के बीच में कनेक्शन ही नहीं है, तो फिर मेरी राइटिंग में कोहेसिवनेस नहीं आ सकती। So the glue that binds the sentences together, वो cohesion है, और कोहेरेंस है जो लॉजिकली दिस सेंटेंस इज करेक्ट, वंडरफुल, पर फिर नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस भी करेक्ट, वंडरफुल, बट हाउ इज, वेयर इज द कनेक्शन बिटवीन द टू?
So yesterday you explained that example of embedded system. So those sentences were coherent but not cohesive.
they were not even coherent, because each sentence coherent कब होगा जब उसमें एक आइडिया लॉजिक होगा। अगर मैं एक सेंटेंस में टाइप्स की बात करूं और उसी सेंटेंस में कॉन्सेप्ट की बात करूं और उसी सेंटेंस में टेस्टिंग किसी और चीज की बात करूं, मतलब इनकी टाइप बात नहीं कर रही हूं, मैं किसी और चीज की बात कर रही हूँ, तो ये अगर मैंने 3 डिफरेंट आइडियाज एक सेंटेंस में डाल दिया तो फिर मेरा लॉजिक भी नहीं होता है ना उस सेंटेंस में। लॉजिक किस सेंटेंस में होगा? जो कि अपने आइडिया एक इंडिपेंडेंट
Your voice.
मैम आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है मैम।
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
मैम
दिव्या मैम, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा। मैम, you are not audible.
हेलो हेलो
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
यस
ma'am.
मैम यस मैम
that I mean I just lost connection, but यहाँ पे सब दिखा रहा था. So sir, your question is very very valid. मैंने वो कोहेरेंस के बारे में बात कर रही थी. आपका क्वेश्चन था कि जो हमने सेंटेंस देखा था वो क्या सेंटेंसेस कोहेरेंट थे but cohesion was missing. That is what you were asking, right, sir? Hello, am I
Yes, ma'am.
audible? Yes.
Correct, ma'am.
My question है कि just because we are, आपने बच्चों का भी कितनी बार स्टूडेंट्स का राइटिंग को भी देख के आपको लगा होगा कि this child knows everything but does not know how to express. That means the coherence is missing in writing. That is why the child is not able to express. Maybe if you ask that child verbally, the student will be able to answer everything perfectly. But when it comes to writing, the idea is not getting expressed in the right manner because coherence is missing there. So एक sentence अगर coherent है means it is logically correct and easy to understand. जिस sentence में हमारे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा what is the writer trying to say, that is an incoherent sentence. So just because I'm speaking, I may not be speaking coherently. Just because I'm writing, I may not be writing coherently. It's a skill which has to be learned. इसीलिए मैंने कल वो क्लासिकल म्यूजिक वाला भी एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि हम गाना तो ऐसे भी गा सकते हैं पर क्लासिकल गाना गाना हमारे लिए बिना ट्रेनिंग के पॉसिबल नहीं है. सिमिलरली इनफॉर्मल राइटिंग हम हमेशा कर सकते हैं but formal writing में coherence and cohesion is not easy. It needs to be practiced, it needs to be learnt. So does this answer your question, sir? What's the difference between coherence and cohesion?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So that is important, and in our writing, so we see such examples around us all the time. And basics of writings में फिर हमने कहा था कि जैसे letters होते हैं, words होते हैं, phrases, independent clauses, clauses, sentence, paragraph, article. Some is I think अब हम इन सब terms से we are familiar with, so इतने intimidating नहीं लग रहे होंगे जब हमने पहले दिन देखे थे ये terms. So all this, are we familiar with these terms now? Thoda sa? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Then the sounds of English, vowels and consonants, the long sound, the long vowel sound, the short vowel sound.
Ma'am,
Iski
please share your screen.
huh?
Your screen is not visible. Your
Oh,
screen is not visible.
okay, okay. I don't have the share option here, Preeti ma'am. Could you please give me the option again, because I joined the meeting, rejoined the meeting. So, hello, Preeti ma'am.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Just wait.
Yeah, please give me the share option. Then, yes, thank you so much. So, now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So we did this basics of writing, then we did the sounds of English, we did the long vowel sound, the short vowel sound to understand how words are spelled. ये हमारा basic था. फिर हमने इनको देखा कि long vowel और short vowel sound में difference क्या है और इनको हम कैसे divide करते हैं words को, syllables क्या है. syllables याद रखिएगा, because syllables हमारी spelling का बिल्कुल फाउंडेशन है. अगर आपने ये syllables की अंडरस्टैंडिंग स्ट्रॉन्ग है, आप कोई भी वर्ड हो आप उसको इजीली स्पेल कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमेशा वर्ड्स कॉन्सोनेंट, वॉवल, कॉन्सोनेंट या दो कॉन्सोनेंट या जो भी है, आपके कान इतने ट्रेंड हो जाते हैं कि हमको वर्ड सुनते ही उसकी स्पेलिंग जस्ट comes to us automatically. So जैसे ये syllables को तोड़ा जा सकता है, फिर हमने थोड़े से sound spelling rules किए. The floss rule, FLSZ वाला, because when it is in the end then the letter is doubled. फिर हमने one syllable, one consonant and one short vowel वाला किया. That is also a very important rule. Please, retain these points that we have done in the workshop today. Then we did the rabbit rule where the middle letter is doubled. And then what should not double? So hope, yawn, sleep, spill. थोड़े से इसके बाद हमने spelling C का rule is very very important. So ये भी याद रखना है. ING फॉर्म्स में क्या क्या चेंज होता है, कॉमन वर्ड रूट्स क्या होते हैं, कैसे इनसे वर्ड्स बनते हैं. फिर this is exercise on spelling that we did, then we did word division. So all clear till now? I'm taking a quick recap because we have to do the sample paper after this, sample questions after this. So if there is any doubt, please let me know. But I think everything should be clear till now, right? वर्ड डिवीजन क्या है, हाइफन से डिवाइड करते हैं, वन सिलेबल को नहीं डिवाइड करते हैं, प्रॉपर नाउन्स को नहीं डिवाइड करते हैं और प्रीफिक्स और सफिक्स से वर्ड्स को डिवाइड करते हैं. सो ये रूल्स है. और सिलेबल हमारा प्रोनाउंसिएशन का यूनिट है, वॉवल साउंड है. और वंडरफुल में कितने सिलेबल्स हैं? सो यू हैव ऑलरेडी आंसर्ड 3 syllables, that's the correct answer. फिर हमने ये word division पे exercise की. अब हमने थोड़ा सा hyphen के बारे में जाना because it is related with word division. So hyphen in numbers कैसे होता है, written fractions में और words में और adjectival compound में जब एक शब्द होता है और एक नंबर होता है. फिर हमने ये फॉरेन वर्ड्स के, फॉरेन वर्ड्स में ad nauseam, that's sickening degree. Then bon voyage, that's having a nice trip. Bona fide, carte blanche, caveat emptor. Can anybody tell me which is the next word after this? अगर आपने लिखे होंगे या आपको इसका याद है कुछ तो? En masse, fait accompli, faux pas, ipso facto, modus operandi, persona non grata, prima donna, pro bono, quid pro quo, status quo.
Status quo.
याद है ये मीनिंग्स इन वो फॉरेन वर्ड्स की?
Ma'am, this PPT is there. Ma'am, all these things are there in the PPT, no?
Foreign words are there, yes, definitely, and I'll be doing some questions also with you. So this was all we did on the first day.
Yeah.
Now
ma'am.
we come to the second day. सेकेंड डे में हमने ये सैंपल से पढ़ शुरू किया था. अब इस सैंपल का पहला सेंटेंस ही जैसे सर अभी आपने बोला, the basic concepts, embedded system types, challenges and issues while embedded system testing, problem occurring while testing of embedded system and how it is different than normal software or hardware testing is discussed. इसमें coherence ही नहीं. I cannot say this sentence is coherent because it does not sound logically correct, and it is not logically correct. Up second sentence is coherent. It focuses on the design and development of embedded system. But पहले और दूसरे sentence में कोई connection नहीं है, तो cohesion is missing. Then the brief cycle of testing is discussed here. अब second or third sentence में what is the connection? What is embedded system testing, its type, how it is different from normal software and hardware testing and issue? Again, I'm lost. Where is logic in this? There is no logic. So wherever there is no logic, that is coherent, incoherent. And wherever there is not joining of ideas together, there is lack of cohesion. So both these things should be there in my writing. The logical progression and the connecting of ideas together. And this, like in this chapter, the basic concepts and types of embedded systems are discussed. Logically समझ में आ गया तो coherent. It explains the problems, challenges and issues of testing embedded systems. Coherent. दोनों sentences में अगर connection है तो cohesive. So that is how we check coherence and cohesion. Okay, sir?
Ma'am.
Yes? Okay, then we
Yes,
come to phrase. So phrase, we know that it's a grammatical term and this is what we saw the examples. Then subject and verb में clauses आ गया. Example of clauses, dependent and independent clauses. Then independent clauses, the difference between a phrase, a dependent clause and an independent clause. Then these can be termed as modifiers, a phrase or a clause or a word. तो फिर हमने देखा कि ये misplaced modifier. अब जैसे ये भी sentence तो grammatically ये incorrect क्यों हो गया? Because logic says that slightly flat tire should be after the word that it is modifying. तो ये इनकोहेरेंट सेंटेंस हो गया क्योंकि ये मुझे पढ़ के समझ में नहीं आ रहा है व्हाट इज द सेंटेंस टॉकिंग अबाउट. इज द देशपांडे रेजिडेंस का ही फ्लैट टायर कहाँ है कि क्या है, मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. तो इनकोहेरेंट सेंटेंस हो गया ये. एनी सेंटेंस व्हिच इज अ रॉन्ग सेंटेंस, वो रॉन्ग इसलिए होता है क्योंकि उसमें कोहेरेंस नहीं है. तो ये जैसे ये सेंटेंस है, the incident deeply upset Ronak and he has been seeing a psychologist with severe emotional distress. अब ये sentence incoherent क्यों है? क्योंकि Ronak is suffering emotional distress or the psychologist is with severe emotional distress. If the meaning is not clear, the sentence does not make sense. So every sentence that we are writing should have this clarity so that the idea can be expressed explicitly, clearly, without any interpretational error. So psychologist for severe emotional distress. So that is why we did this. इसीलिए मैंने ये misplaced modifiers की exercise की, often आगे आना चाहिए, often पीछे आना चाहिए, कभी कभी एक word इधर उधर होने से ही meaning changes completely. So then we come to conjunctions. So conjunctions हमारी rescue के लिए आते हैं, और conjunctions में coordinating conjunctions are very easy to understand. Then we come to subordinate, ये coordinating conjunctions के functions हैं. Then correlative conjunctions क्या हैं? Then subordinating conjunctions क्या हैं? Then conjunctive adverbs क्या हैं? अब इसके बाद हमने इनका conjunctive adverbs के examples देखे, अब इनकी लिस्ट देखी. अब how to join clauses. तो clauses हमने जैसे देखा कि 3 तरीके से join हो सकते हैं, या तो खाली आप सेमीकोलन से ही join कीजिए, या आप conjunctive adverb से कीजिए, उससे पहले सेमीकोलन लगाइए, और या फिर आप coordinating conjunction के साथ भी join कर सकते हैं, उससे पहले आपको कॉमा लगाना पड़ेगा. तो और इंडिपेंडेंट और डिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस को 2 तरीके से कर सकते हैं. जो अगर डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज पहले है तो कॉमा लगाइए, अगर इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज पहले है तो फिर कॉमा की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. तो ये हमने जॉइनिंग क्लॉजेस में देखा. फिर हम पंक्चुएशन पे आए. पंक्चुएशन में हमने कॉमा से शुरू किया. कॉमा कहाँ कहाँ आते हैं? तो कॉमा हमने देखा क्लॉजेस को ज्वाइन करने के लिए आते हैं, कंपाउंड सेंटेंसेस में आते हैं, कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंसेस में आते हैं, लिस्ट में आते हैं, एंड से पहले आते हैं, इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ड से पहले आते हैं, फिर किसी को एड्रेस करने से पहले आते हैं, डेट्स के लिए आते हैं, सिटी और स्टेट के लिए आते हैं, कोटेशन मार्क्स के लिए आते हैं, नेगेशन के लिए आते हैं, अपोजिटिव. तो ये अब जैसे मैंने आपको बताया जो भी एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन होती है, तो यू कैन विन dash a self-help book by Shiv Khera dash is a bestseller. आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं. You can win in brackets a self-help book by Shiv Khera, ये ब्रैकेट में करके is a bestseller. तो ये एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन है. You can win is a bestseller. तो इस इंफॉर्मेशन से सेंटेंस पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है, तो उसको हम ब्रैकेट में कर सकते हैं. फिर हमने ये एक्सरसाइज की कॉमा पे. Then we understood what's a semicolon. So semicolon और कॉमा में क्या फर्क है? वो शॉर्टर ब्रेक है, ये लॉन्गर ब्रेक है. फुल स्टॉप इज द लॉन्गेस्ट ब्रेक. फिर हमने इसकी एक्सरसाइजेस देखी और ये एक्सरसाइज किया. फिर हमने कोलन का देखा. तो यहाँ तक ऑल क्लियर? I hope you all are paying attention to what we are doing. Then we came to full stop. That is always at the end of a sentence. Question mark, exclamation mark and apostrophe. Apostrophe हमने कहा ये बहुत बड़ी चीज है, ये राजा धीराजा है, ये कभी एस को अपने साथ रखते हैं, कभी एस को बोलते हैं जाइए. तो इनके लिए थोड़ा सा केयरफुल होना पड़ता है, कहाँ पे ये एस लाएंगे, कहाँ पे ये एस को छोड़ देंगे, वो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना पड़ता है, बिकॉज it's a little confusing. So it's और it is के बीच का डिफरेंस जानना जरूरी है. और इसके साथ हम प्लूरल्स नहीं बना सकते, बट सिंगल लेटर्स के लिए हम बना सकते हैं. तो फिर हमने ये एक्सरसाइज की. दिस वाज द सेकंड डे. अब हम आज वाला हमने जो किया, दिस इज डे 3. We started with capitalization. कैपिटलाइजेशन में हमने ये नॉर्मल जो हम करते हैं, और टाइटल कैपिटलाइजेशन में जो हमको याद रखना चाहिए वो हमने किया. और उसके बाद वर्ड्स नॉट कैपिटलाइज्ड किया. फिर एग्जाम्पल्स देखे, एग्जाम्पल और डिफरेंस बिटवीन सेंटेंस केस एंड टाइटल केस देखा, और कैपिटल लेटर्स पे एक्सरसाइज किया. फिर इन्वर्टेड कॉमास. Inverted commas are also known as quotation marks, speech marks, and quotation marks, speech marks, and inverted commas, all three mean the same. फिर इसको सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास का क्या यूज होता है वो भी हमने देखा. Quotations and capitalization के 3 rules होते हैं that we saw. Exercise on quotation marks, quotation marks, quotation marks, quotation marks, and then we come to ellipsis. Ellipsis हमारे 3 dots हैं which convey a lot, which convey what is not said. और ये आप कोई कोटेशन को भी कभी कभी we write the beginning word and we write the closing word और बीच में हम dot 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 कर देते हैं कि whatever is not said. So that is supposed to show that it covers whatever is not shared there. So ellipsis. फिर ellipsis की हमने एक्सरसाइज की. फिर हमने पैरेंथेसिस को समझा. पैरेंथेसिस और डैश के डिफरेंस को समझा. दैट्स अगेन द इंफॉर्मेशन. और फिर हमने समझा इटैलिक्स. और इटैलिक्स के बाद न्यूमरल्स. एंड न्यूमरल्स के रूल्स के साथ ही हमारा जितने टॉपिक्स थे we have completed all the topics, and now we will be doing the sample questions. So are you ready for sample questions?
Ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes. So I will share the sample questions with you on screen. आप लोग उनको पढ़िए और आंसर करिए. So I'm not going to read out each sample question. Should I read out each sample question for you, or screen
No,
will
ma'am.
be
No.
shared?
No, madam. It's not
Screen will be
required.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly.
Screen will be okay, so you can just
Yes,
write the question. You can just write the answers. It's a multiple choice question. You will
Okay.
read the question. There will be 4 options given. You have to, in the answers, you have to just write whichever option is correct. And once you have done it, we will discuss the answers. And if there are any doubts, then we can discuss that also. Okay? Are you ready for this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, Preeti ma'am, shall I share the sample questions now?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So, I will share the sample question.
मैडम लास्ट टाइम जैसे ही करेंगे.
हाँ. Can you see the screen?
जी मैम.
Okay.
थोड़ा सा ना मैडम
So,
परसेंटेज बढ़ा दीजिए.
हाँ, exactly. थोड़ा font size, zoom size बढ़ा दीजिए मैम.
टुवर्ड्स प्लस.
okay, it's going. Is it okay?
हाँ यस मैम.
Yes, madam. This is okay. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone can
मैडम
read
इंस्ट्रक्शन है.
the.
प्लीज
हाँ?
डोंट टेक स्नैप ऑफ इट. आप फोटोग्राफ वगैरह मत निकालिए. मीटिंग रिकॉर्ड हो रही है. यू जस्ट नोट डाउन इफ यू वांट टू नोट इट डाउन.
Okay, ma'am.
So first you can read the अब जैसे answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4 है तो question number 1 and which is the correct option according to you. You can just write that and then we will discuss.
Fourth answer. First is fourth.
पहले let everyone do the answers, then we will discuss after maybe 10 minutes when everyone has done. नीलिमा मिश्रा मैम आप हैं क्लास में?
Yes, ma'am.
आपको ये क्वेश्चंस इजी लग रहे हैं?
Yes, ma'am. सॉल्व कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा ठीक है. तो आपका कल का क्वेश्चन था कि ये कैसे हेल्प करेगा, तो
scroll down. Please scroll down. Ma'am.
Ma'am, the last question, question number 7.
No,
I
Yes,
cannot
you've reached.
read. It is
Yes, no, no, I'll just scroll it down. Yes. So question number now you will have 7 to 14.
Madam, just a suggestion. I mean, if you double click on this taskbar, so what will happen? This all this like home insert, so it will be invisible, and your screen, which is used for by us, will be more. I mean, you will get more screen.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if you double click on the home itself, so what will happen? I think that strip will go. I mean, it will become invisible. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
question नहीं होगा.
ये क्या है?
Ma'am, could you please scroll down?
Yeah.
No, ma'am. 19th.
Okay. 19th.
Madam, it's done.
Yeah. Scroll down.
Yes.
Scroll down to the man.
Ma'am, please scroll.
आपकी
Dear participants, please mute yourself.
kindly mute your
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so shall we discuss the answers?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So the first one, which is the correct
Fourth.
option?
Fourth one.
Fourth is the correct option. The second one,
Second.
Second.
Second one.
how many syllables in wonderful?
The first one, ma'am.
First one, ma'am.
First one.
First one.
First one.
First is the correct answer. Yes. Okay, quotation mark is used.
One.
Ma'am, 3.
Three is the correct option. Quotation mark is used when quoting someone and when using idioms or unfamiliar expression in a sentence. Somebody's mic is, I think, causing a little disturbance. Could you please mute? Yes, thank you. Word division. So which is the correct option here? We do not divide one syllable words. We do not divide proper nouns. It helps to bring clarity. All three options are correct.
All three options are
And fourth one.
Options are correct.
All three options are correct. Absolutely right. So the fourth option is correct for fourth. It is used to link words together. A slash, a hyphen, a comma, or an inverted comma.
Hyphen.
Hyphen.
Second option.
Second answer is correct. Yes. It is used to distinguish certain words from others within the text. Underlining or
Three.
italics.
Both options are
Both
correct.
are correct.
Both
Third.
options are
Both
correct.
the options are correct. Wonderful. The third one is the right answer. Next is it is used at the end of all direct questions. Question mark,
Question
full
First one,
stop,
ma'am.
colon. Question mark.
Question.
So next is it is also used to divide hour from the minute in writing time in English.
Third one, ma'am.
Colon. Third one.
It is the
Colon is the
colon.
right answer.
Third
Yes.
answer. Yes.
Yes. Then the most common use in English for contraction of a word. Quotation mark, apostrophe, ellipsis or
Apostrophe, ma'am.
exclamation.
Apostrophe.
Second.
Apostrophe, absolutely. It is used to express surprise, astonishment, or other strong emotions.
Exclamation.
Ellipsis,
Exclamation mark.
exclamation mark, bang on. Very good. The second one is the correct answer. It is used to separate the whole number from decimal in writing.
Semicolon.
Answer one, ma'am. Period.
Period. Yes,
Period.
that's the full stop. Absolutely correct. Then the next is question number 12.
30.
So 12, just a minute. Let me see.
Question number 11.
So 12 is maybe, I think it got left out. I'm asking you question number 12 orally. So a bona fide means, no, but I think bona fide question is there.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
ma'am.
there. It's there.
Yes.
It's there? Okay.
No, ma'am. Bona fide
Okay,
is
let's
not
go.
there. Bona fide is not.
Not there.
No.
box pass is
For-
there.
Bona fide is
Fopa
not there.
No.
Bona fide is not there. So the 12th question, I'm reading it out. I have it here in the printout. I don't know how it got deleted there. So question number 12 is bona fide means made up
Genuine.
of bones,
Genuine.
gentle, genuine, or none.
Genuine.
Option 3.
What? Option 3, genuine. Bona fide means genuine. That's the correct option. Then we come to question number 13. It is used when omitting a word, phrase, line from a
Ellipsis.
passage.
Ellipsis first rule.
Absolutely.
First one.
The dash is awesome. Choose the correct option.
Ma'am, first one.
Option one, ma'am.
First one.
First
The
one.
first option is correct.
Weather.
Meaning of faux pas, social blunder, total failure, face-to-face,
Option one.
none.
Option two, ma'am.
Social blunder.
Option 1.
Blunder. Meaning of bon voyage.
Have a nice
Second
trip.
answer
Have a
two.
nice trip.
Have a nice-
Have a nice
Option two.
trip. The second one is the correct option. What a strong woman. Choose the correct punctuation. Exclamation, question mark, comma, or inverted
Option 1.
commas.
Exclamation.
Exclamation.
One, ma'am. Ma'am, you missed
Exclamation mark.
question 17. Missed the 17th question.
17 years.
Question mark. It is used when asking direct question. It is never used in reported speech. Both questions are correct. Both options are correct. Both options are incorrect.
Answer 1.
3, ma'am.
Options are correct.
Answer number 1.
Option
Both
3
options
is
are
correct.
correct.
Both options
3.
are correct. In question mark, the third point was that it is when it is in reported speech, the question mark is replaced with a full stop. So question mark is never used in reported speech, and it is used when asking direct questions. So both the options are correct. Third is the correct option. 17th. 18th is what a strong woman. Choose the correct punctuation. The exclamation is question mark.
First one. Exclamatory.
Exclamation mark. Yes. Okay. 19th is semicolon. Is a longer pause, is a short
1 and 3
pause. It's
options
used
are
to
correct.
separate sentences.
1 and
D.
3. 1 and 3.
1 and
Answer
3 option are
4.
correct.
Fourth option.
So 1 and
Good.
3 both are correct. So option 4 is the correct answer. Yes. Then 20th are punctuation marks that are used in
all are
writing
same.
to show.
All 3
All
options.
3 options are same.
Four.
Absolutely
All 3 options.
correct.
Yes.
The fourth option is correct. How shocking!
Exclamation mark.
Answer 3, ma'am.
Question mark. 21st, 3 is correct. Then 22nd, choose the correct option. I'm going home and I won't return. Which one is the correct
First
option?
one.
First one,
First
ma'am.
one.
First
First.
one,
Comma and
boys. Yes. Choose the correct option. New York is a big city.
Second one.
Second option.
Second one is the correct option. Yes. A ship's captain is an example of
Possessive.
1, ma'am.
Possessive
Possessive apostrophe.
possessive apostrophe. So that's the correct answer. Yes, possessive apostrophe. The 25th one, the punctuation mark for parenthesis is the first one.
First one.
first.
First one.
We can start a sentence with a numeral.
Not clear.
Ma'am, not.
Exactly, not
It
clear.
is
Even
Not clear.
only the year. Only when it is with reference to starting with a year. Only then we
Year,
can
yes.
start. Otherwise, we cannot start with a numeral. So false.
Answer. Okay.
The meaning of
26
this.
false. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, 26th one is false.
Yes, it is false.
Not clear.
We cannot start a sentence with a numeral. We can start a sentence with a numeral. Isko, we cannot start a sentence with a numeral only when the year is there. But general rule is we cannot start a sentence with a numeral.
Okay.
The meaning of modus operandi.
option 2.
Methods of
Option 2,
operating.
ma'am.
Method
Yes,
of
method of
operating.
operating.
Which punctuation mark is used for compound numbers up to 99?
Option 2.
No.
First one.
Option 4.
None.
Which one?
Hyphen is the correct answer. When you have compound numbers, compound words,
Yes.
and if you are writing those, yes, so you will use the hyphen. Like 52 अगर आपने लिखा in words, so 50 hyphen 2 ऐसा. Which spelling is correct?
Third one writing.
Third one.
Third one. Writing. Third.
Which punctuation mark is used to introduce a list?
Second one, ma'am. Colon.
Comma.
Colon.
It's a colon.
Comma.
Colon is used to introduce a list. Second one. 31st. Choose the correct option or options. I like to read semicolon. I like to write. I like to read and write.
Both
Both
are
are
correct.
correct.
Both are correct, ma'am.
Both
Yes,
are correct.
correct.
Both are correct.
Absolutely. 31st, both are correct. So next is 32. choose the correct option.
Second one. Second one.
Second,
We have
yes.
come to 32. The second one is the correct option. Yes. Which punctuation mark is used in
Apostrophe, ma'am.
Apostrophe. Apostrophe.
apostrophe? The first one. Yes. One letter in a quotation should be never capitalized.
False. It's false.
False. First letter in a quotation
True.
should be never capitalized. It is false. Then used for first letter in a sentence, names of persons, holidays, weeks, and months.
First one, capital letters.
Capital letters. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely correct. So I'm so happy. We started off and things looked as if, there is too much to be done, but then at the end of it, I think everything is very, very clearly, easily, and well absorbed. What's your feedback on this? Please, you all have done so. I mean, इतना जल्दी आपने सारे answers कर दिए. So please share your feedback. What has been your learning from this session? I would really appreciate if you could just share. Yes,
One
please.
request. Ma'am, one request.
Huh?
I didn't get the answers of 22nd, 23rd, 24 because of voice breakage. So can you please tell me?
Okay, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Used for first letter in a sentence. I'll just go back to 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Just a minute.
Hello, madam.
Yeah,
Yes.
22nd is first.
Hello, madam.
20. Yes, sir. Can I just share?
Madam, is there an answer key for this question?
Answer sheet I'm sharing. I'm sharing the answers with you, sir.
For that 35 questions, there is an answer key or not?
Just a minute. Just let me first answer these 22nd, 23rd, 24th, then I'll just answer your question. So 22nd, the first option is the correct option. 23rd, the second option is the correct option. And 24th, the first option is the correct option.
Ma'am, could you just please go to the first page, ma'am?
Okay, 22nd, 23rd is the, yeah. Which one? Which one, ma'am? You said the first page.
Yes, ma'am.
This?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. I need to note, ma'am, something.
Which one? Okay.
Ma'am, I just need to note. Just a minute, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have doubt in question number 34.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
6.
34.
Yes. It is used to distinguish certain words from others within the text. You have a doubt in this?
No, ma'am. 34.
No, 34. Question number 34 she is saying.
34.
Ma'am, answer for
First
6
letter.
will be?
So, see, first letter in a quotation should be always capitalized, right? This is what we have learned. But here it is saying should be never capitalized.
Ma'am, but you said na if it's like in list form and that time we not use the capital letter.
Yes. So I'm just coming to that. When you learnt in school, what did you learn? First letter in a capital should be always capitalized. But like I said, there are exceptions. So when I discussed with you, I discussed the 2 exceptions. So those were, one was the phrase that I was talking about, and the other one, split sentence. That is what you're talking about, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So in the split sentence and in the case of phrases, I mean, these are the two exceptional cases that we discussed, but that does not deny the fact that we have always, the general rule is that it should be capitalized.
And ma'am, question number 31 as well, I have doubt.
Okay, yes. What's question number 31? I like to read, I like to write. है ना?
So ma'am,
So
there are
इसमें
two different sentences, no? So why we are not using comma?
I had shared this with you yesterday because I like to read, I like to write. So there are two subjects, one subject, one verb, one subject, one verb. So these are the two independent clauses. When there are two independent clauses, we can join them with a semicolon. So this is what the first option is showing. In the second option, there are not two independent clauses. There is one verb and two compound verbs. So that is why, because there are no two independent clauses, इसलिए यहाँ पे comma and से पहले नहीं है. और यहाँ पे हमने आपको एक बताया था and से पहले वाला comma, तो वो मैंने इसलिए बताया था, where is that and option? Yes, I am going home and I won't return. तो इसमें क्या हो गया? दो independent clauses हो गए. So this is something I'd explained yesterday कि दो independent clauses होते हैं तो and से पहले comma आता है. पर अगर हो जाता I am going home and won't return, तो फिर and से पहले comma नहीं होगा.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, very, very valid question. I am very, very happy. You have been so attentive and so good. I mean, thank you so much. For this question also, first letter in a quotation should be never capitalized. अब ये कोटेशन अगर आप किसी से भी बोलेंगे कि भाई आप फर्स्ट लेटर कोटेशन में कभी कैपिटलाइज मत कीजिएगा, तो बोलेंगे कि आप सही बोल रहे हो कि गलत बोल रहे हो. वो बोलेंगे कि आप गलत बोल रहे हो, वो कैपिटलाइज होना चाहिए, बट कुछ कंडीशंस में वो कैपिटलाइज नहीं होता है. ये मैंने नहीं लिखा है यहाँ पे ऑलवेज, है ना? तो फर्स्ट लेटर इन आप किसी से भी बोलोगे, बताओगे कि हमने वहां पे सीखा और हमने ये सीखा कि कोटेशन मार्क्स में जब हम सेंटेंस को लिखते हैं तो फर्स्ट लेटर हमेशा कैपिटलाइज होता है. बट सर्टन कंडीशंस में अगर आप बोलेंगे कि क्या हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि फर्स्ट लेटर इन अ कोटेशन शुड बी नेवर कैपिटलाइज्ड इज राइट?
No.
क्या हम ये बोल सकते हैं मैम?
No, ma'am.
नहीं बोल सकते ना, नहीं बोल सकते तो गलत हो गया सेंटेंस.
Yes,
तो
got it.
ये सही भी नहीं है, ये ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हमें नहीं पता है, हमें तो पता है कि वो कैपिटलाइज होना चाहिए, तो ये सेंटेंस गलत है.
Okay,
ओके
ma'am. Thank you.
ओके. तो आपने इतने ध्यान से सुना और आपने इतने अच्छे वैलिड क्वेश्चंस पूछे. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दैट. आई मीन रियली वंडरफुल. सो एक सर आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे अभी, सर का भी कोई क्वेश्चन था, व्हिच आई थिंक आई सेड कि वी विल एड्रेस इट आफ्टर दिस.
हाँ
सर
मैडम,
कुड यू प्लीज?
मैडम आपने पूरे तीनों सेशन में अच्छे से पढ़ा है, इसके लिए आई एम वेरी मच थैंकफुल फॉर दैट. बट माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट कि मैं अभी यहाँ पर थोड़ा स्टेशन पे था आउट ऑफ सिटी, तो हुआ ऐसे कि जो कुछ आवाज बराबर नहीं आई, इसीलिए जो है आपने जो क्वेश्चन डिस्प्ले किए 35 अराउंड, तो उसके आंसर की अगर मिल जाएगी तो हमारे लिए वो इजी हो जाएगा आंसर चेक करने के लिए. क्या मिल उसमें रहेगा?
आंसर शीट इसकी नहीं रहेगी क्योंकि हाँ, आंसर की इसकी जो है वो जब हम यहाँ पर ये क्वेश्चंस आंसर करते हैं तभी अगर आपके कोई
Ma'am, you could just repeat, ma'am, you could just repeat the answers just once, ma'am.
I can do that. Quickly,
1
I'll
to 30.
repeat the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, will that help if I quickly repeat the answers?
Yes,
आप
madam.
लोग एक बार चेक कर लीजिए, मैं जल्दी रिपीट कर देती हूँ. द फर्स्ट
हाँ चलेगा, वो चलेगा
फोर्थ,
मैडम. हाँ चलेगा मैडम. Yes, madam.
फर्स्ट का फोर्थ आंसर, सेकंड का फर्स्ट, थर्ड का थर्ड आंसर, थर्ड ऑप्शन, थर्ड का थर्ड ऑप्शन, फोर्थ का ऑप्शन 4, फिफ्थ ऑप्शन 2, sixth option 3, seventh option 1, eighth option 3rd, ninth option 2, 10th option 2, 11th option 1, 12th मैंने बोनाफाइड वाला आपको बताया था. बोनाफाइड का मीनिंग इज made up of bones, gentle, genuine or none. So the correct option is genuine, which is option number 3. Thirteenth, it is used when omitting a word, phrase, line from a passage, ellipsis. Option number 1. The weather is awesome. May first option is correct. Mausam ka, the weather, the first option is correct. Meaning of faux pas, 15, is social blunder. Option 1. 16th, meaning of bon voyage. Have a nice trip. Option 2. 17th question mark. It is used when asking direct question. It is never used in reported speech. दोनों options correct हैं, इसलिए option 3 is the right answer. What a strong woman may, option 1 is the correct answer. Semicolon, option 4. 20th, inverted commas, the speech marks, quotation marks, all options are same. So 20th ka option number 4. 21st, option 3. 22, option 1. 23, option 23 का option 2. 24, option 1. 25, option 1. 26, option 4. 27, method of operating. Option 2. 29. The third option is the correct option. Writing ki spelling. Then 30 is which punctuation mark is used for compound numbers up to 99? Hyphen. Sorry, where is it? Which punctuation? Hyphen. Then 29, which spelling is correct is writing. Which punctuation mark is used to introduce a list? Colon. Second option. Choose the correct option. May both are correct. Option 3. Choose the correct option. 32 May. Second option is correct. Which punctuation mark is used at 8 o'clock? Apostrophe. First letter in a quotation should be never capitalized. False. 35 is used for first letter in a sentence, names of persons, holidays, week and months, capital letters.
Thank you, madam.
Is it okay, sir? Yes, आपके
Yes,
सारे
madam,
answers
thank
हो
you.
गए? Yes.
Thank you, madam. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, so we are done with the
Thank you, ma'am.
questions. Please share your feedback or what have been your learnings from this. And there have been professors, ma'am shared some must be doing PhD in English also. So, आपको क्या लगता है? Anybody, please share. Please give your feedback. I'm really waiting to
Ma'am,
listen to
may
your
I?
Interactive
Yes,
and very
please.
nice session.
Thank you so much. It's been like I've learned so many new things from these sessions. You know, a lot of times we are not very sure of certain things as to, where to put the comma, when to use the single quotation marks. And these are little things, but then they make a lot of difference in what you're trying to. So these are things that I've actually learned.
Okay.
And the clarity in your explanation, that's really amazing. A very interesting session, and each minute was really well delivered. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Amina ma'am. It's really, really very encouraging and wonderful to get such a positive feedback. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes.
It was really a very wonderful experience, ma'am, doing your sessions, attending your sessions. Ma'am, you have made us aware of very minute observations, which were which we previously ignored. Now we have come across with the minute observations in all the things like English and all grammar. Ma'am, you have made us all the minute observations very clear in a very simple manner, ma'am. It was very interesting, ma'am. Very interactive and interesting session, ma'am. It will be a memorable session, ma'am. Really, ma'am. We enjoyed a lot, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So
Thank
do
you
you
so much,
think,
ma'am.
yeah, thank you. Such a positive feedback. Thank you. I just want to ask one thing. Okay, Rashi Gupta, thank you, ma'am. Okay, I'm just going to the chat section. Yes. So I just want to ask one question to everyone. Do you think we are ignoring language in our race to become technically proficient and become job ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Very true, madam. Very true.
Very
You
true, ma'am.
pointed out a very
Definitely,
valid
ma'am.
point. Yep.
I feel
Agree.
very, very, saddened by the fact that, language, the way words can transform our personality, our way of thinking, our power of expression, and the ability to secure good career path. everything depends on the way we express, whether in writing or in speaking. And still, there is this race to get degrees, and of course, technical knowledge is very, very important, but this aspect is completely ignored. So, I think it's time that we start paying language the kind of importance it needs. What do you say? मतलब भाषा को हम इतना इग्नोर क्यों कर देते हैं?
Ma'am, I'm Akshay here.
Yes.
Most of the time I ignore while writing because 90% of my error are corrected by Microsoft Office Word.
Yes.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, that may be one of the reason that I am ignorant about using punctuations and comma. But after your lecture, it is very much clear to me that why we should use.
Yes, yes. That's, I mean,
Ma'am?
yes, because, yes, please.
I think, ma'am, since the initial years of our schooling, we are not taught to pay attention to the nuances of any language, be it the regional language, be it English, be it anything else. And that is the habit we have sort of, that has stayed with us throughout the years. And now it is very difficult to go into these nuances and try to understand them. Even as language teachers, I understood that even we are lacking. And I want to really thank you for the material that you have provided. And I hope to be 50% of the presenter that you are. So calmly, so wonderfully, you have explained all of our queries, different queries that we have all had, we have posed to you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, really very, very encouraging. And I can see so many wonderful comments in the chat box also. So thank you
Madam,
so much.
actually, what is
for,
happening?
yes, sir?
We are giving so much importance to artificial intelligence in this era, and as a result, the natural intelligence is taking a backseat.
Yes, yes, yes. Very, very true. Very true. We are becoming so much machine dependent that children are forgetting to learn their tables because the calculator is there. We are forgetting to write because the Microsoft autocorrect is there. But still, like, it is killing our creativity. And of course, nothing can replace human intelligence. And the imagination, the power of imagination, the power of creating. So writing is also such a creative skill. So I think it's time to just reflect and really hone our skills in this area, expression. So, and when I have seen that even when we are interacting with each other, the way we communicate, the way we express ourselves directly impacts our personal environment also. So, everywhere, this is very, very essential. And autocorrect is always there, but sometimes, sir, I would just like to share that autocorrect also cannot bring out the coherence in the sentence. It can make a sentence grammatically correct, but if it is connected to the other sentence and all that, it cannot do. So that is why our knowledge over the language is very, very important. So please, because I'm working in this field, if there is anything, anytime you wish to contact me or you wish to let me know how we can contribute more towards making this language proficiency easily digestible for a larger section, do let me know, because I feel very strongly, and I have seen this, that students, people, you will also see around you how much language proficiency matters. So thank you so much. And I'm deeply touched by all the wonderful comments that have been pouring here in the chat section, and that you have so freely expressed. Deep, deep gratitude to each one of you. So thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. On behalf of all the participants and from HRDC Nagpur also, I extend my hearty thanks to respected Divya Lakhera madam for sharing such a wonderful knowledge in a very simple language. so that it can be understood by everyone. Language teachers also, they are also very happy. So since last 2 days you are with us, and thank you so much, ma'am, from all the participants.
Thank you so much, everyone. So, my deep, deep gratitude. Though we have not interacted with each other face to face, but this virtual interaction also, I can gauge your interest and the amount of passion that you have put in these sessions. So, wishing everyone a wonderful time ahead and great going with your research writing and great success in everything that you are undertaking, your career
Thank
path.
you so much.
Yeah, and just keep shining. So all the wonderful good wishes to each one of you. Please keep striving, working hard, and keep making everyone around you very, very proud of you. Thank you so much. And with that, I'll take your leave. And
Thank you
Preeti
so much,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye. Take
Bye,
care.
ma'am. Bye,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
Friends, there are some instructions. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we have finished with our unit number 5, and madam has hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
मैडम ने आप लोगों से क्वेश्चंस लिए हैं, तो
हाँ
यूनिट नंबर 5 के आप उतने क्वेश्चंस करिए जितने मैडम ने लिए हैं, उसी से मिलते जुलते क्वेश्चंस आपको एग्जाम में आएंगे. आई थिंक मैडम ने 40 क्वेश्चंस कुछ कराए होंगे आप लोगों से. 35
35,
क्वेश्चंस
ma'am.
35 questions.
Fighties.
Yes.
35.
These are the probable questions. उससे related questions आएंगे. Exactly वो questions तो बोल नहीं सकते, उसके आसपास similar questions may be asked in the exam. तो ज्यादा
Okay.
कुछ मत पढ़िए यूनिट 5 का. अभी जितने क्वेश्चंस कराए हैं उसी से रिलेटेड मोर और लेस वैसे ही क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, तो बहुत ज्यादा मत पढ़िए. जितना दिया गया है उतना ही पढ़िए. यूनिट
Okay,
5
ma'am.
एक आपका आज खत्म हो गया है, तो आप लोगों का एक यूनिट का अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन हो गया है आई थिंक. तो अभी बहुत
Yes, ma'am.
ज्यादा फोकस मत करिए उस यूनिट पे. जस्ट मूव ऑन टू द अनदर यूनिट्स. अटायर सर
Okay.
ने जो यूनिट 1 लिया है उसके मैंने कुछ सैंपल क्वेश्चंस डाल दिए हैं मूडल साइट में, वो भी आप कर लीजिएगा. प्रैक्टिस
Okay, ma'am.
क्वेश्चन जितने मैंने सारे यूनिट्स के दिए हैं वो सारे प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस एक बार गो थ्रू करिए.
Yes,
उन्हीं
ma'am.
प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस
Yes,
के
ma'am.
ऊपर बेस्ड ही क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, कुछ अलग से क्वेश्चंस नहीं आएंगे. तो आप बहुत
Okay,
ज्यादा
ma'am.
डिटेल में पढ़ने के बाद बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में जाने की कोशिश मत करिए. बहुत पढ़ते रहते हैं और जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो चीजें रह जाती है फिर. तो
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं बस उतने ही प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस अच्छे से बहुत बार गो थ्रू
Yes.
करिए उसके थ्रू. और ऑप्शंस मत याद रखिए. 1 मिनट. और उसके 1 2 3 4 ऐसे ऑप्शंस रहते हैं ना, वो मत याद रखिए. उसका करेक्ट आंसर याद रखिए.
Correct answer.
क्योंकि
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, क्योंकि एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन शफल होते हैं. हर एक को अलग अलग क्वेश्चन पेपर आएगा. आप
Yes,
लोग
yes.
आजू बाजू में भी बैठेंगे तो भी हर एक को अलग अलग क्वेश्चन पेपर आएगा. रैंडम क्वेश्चन सॉर्टिंग होता है सॉफ्टवेयर के थ्रू. तो उस एग्जैक्टली ये क्वेश्चंस तो नहीं रहेंगे, इसी से सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस रह सकते हैं. तो बहुत ज्यादा डिटेल में भी पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. अननेसेसरीली टाइम वेस्ट मत करिए. जितनी चीजें हैं आप लोगों के पास, रनिंग नोट्स जितने निकाले हैं उतने ही अच्छे से करिए.
Okay, ma'am.
और कल
And ma'am,
कल का
sorry for
वर्क.
taking the photograph. I was not knowing, ma'am. Sorry, extremely sorry, ma'am.
हाँ, तो मैं वही बोल रही थी, ये
Yes,
सारी
ma'am.
टेक्निकल
Sorry.
भी आप ध्यान में रखनी है.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, would